All right, man. Right back at it. What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Half Baked Podcast. I am your host, Cuzzin Dre. You know we got a special one for y'all today, man. Please help welcome to the show, Oakland's own, man, Lil Bear. What the business is, Brody?
What's happening, Cuzzin Dre, man? You know I appreciate the fuck out you for the opportunity. Thank you so much. All blessings to God.
This what happen when you make hits, man. When you make nice records, man. You get up here with your cud.
Come on, man.
Let's talk about it, man. From the town. It's been out almost, about a year over there on YouTube. You got... Damn near, I'm looking at 30,000 views on just one track, and then you go to the next one, you got a few 6 more thousand. Talk about the song, man. From the town, how did it come about?
Man, okay, so From the Town, first things first, man, all praises to Keek, B.A., and Ager, and Tone Capone, and One Drop, you feel me? Those are producers and everything like that. I want to make sure I shout out everybody who, you know, was involved in that. But that's the foundation of the song, and when I made the song, I just had the first verse, and I was going to get one of my homeboys to get on the second verse, but luckily he catted off on me, and I kind of felt that he was going to cat off, so I came up with the second verse in like 2 minutes, you know, and that was what hit. And it's crazy because on that project, Embody My Style, which you can find on all digital streaming platforms.
You got him up here, promo, boy.
Yeah, man, I gotta plug that in, you know. But yeah, man, that was one of my least favorite songs, but it's my favorite now.
Wow,
you know,
that's crazy. I can only imagine whoever was supposed to get on the song is sick right now. It's doing numbers. It's making its way around the town for surely. Around the Bay, really, you know what I'm saying? For real, around the whole Bay, but for surely in the town. I mean, you know, it's kind of hard to get a Richmond cat to be like, from the town, right, hoes on love of town, you know what I'm saying? But anybody with real ears like, bruh, got one, you know what I'm saying?
God bless that brother who didn't get on it, because if he did, man, we wouldn't be here right now.
You might have, you know what I'm saying? You still might have got here, you know what I'm saying? But that second verse was when you named all the hoods and everything, where we had gotten that, you know what I'm saying? Would have really been the key. Yeah,
and like you said, man, it takes time. It's been out a year. I dropped that project on July 28th. We approaching July 28th now. Literally. And I'm talking about, man, I'm 13 albums in and 7 EPs in. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this since I was 15 years old, man, and I've been writing since I was 5, bro. So I'm 27 now. That's 22 years of perfecting your craft, man, and tweaking it and continuing to tweak it, man. It is not easy. So anybody that do it, make sure you do not stop, man. Do not give up on it.
Let's take me back there. Start from the beginning, man. When you talk about you started composing records and stuff since you was 5 years old, what made you get into it? When did you know that this is what you wanted to do? And you know what I mean? Tell me about your story.
Man, wanting to be Lil Bow Wow. I feel like everybody who was around that age, you in that point in time, you wanted to be Lil Bow Wow.
What was they concerts they were doing coming to the town? With B2K. Tour. Oh my God, it was going crazy for sure.
Man, wanting to be Lil Bow Wow, listening to LL Cool J, listening to ATLians, you know what I'm saying? That project, man, it really opened my ears to what music was. And Afro Man, I loved Afro Man
because
as a
I
kid.
Got high. Because I got high.
Stupid. Afro Man.
All right, that's what's up, man. Keep going. Tell me about it. What made you pick up a pen and start writing music or composing and stuff?
Man, so me and my cousin Chris, you know, we used to just be in the house, you know, lollygagging and all that type of stuff, and we was like, man, let's come up with us a rap or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I wrote my first rap, and I'm like, man, I can really make these words rhyme, you feel me? And it wasn't nothing good at all, but it was it, you know what I'm saying? And from there, man, just having, you know, little visions, daydreaming in the classroom, like, bro, I want to be on stage, I want to do this and all that, you know. And through God manifestation, you come to a point to where you in a position like this.
Straight up, man. You got a brother sitting next to you, man. I want to make sure I say something to you, bro. Introduce yourself. Tell the Bay Area who you are, man.
It's bruh from last night, you know.
When he told me it was bruh from last night, I was like, who the hell? I wasn't with you last night, Barry. Who was bruh from last night? What did he do?
I'm gonna tell you something special about this brother right here.
Yeah.
He's, if you guys may have heard, there's a movie coming out called Earth Mama with Tia No More, and this brother's in that movie. You know what I'm saying? So he doing this thing right now. You know what I'm saying? On top of being a phenomenal artist, bro, that style is, you know what I'm saying? Man, you talk.
But you done already said it. Now you talk. What else is there to say?
I'm humble.
Go ahead, tell me about it, man. Tell me about the movie, how you got your acting role. You know what I mean?
Man, really, I was just, you know, working on myself and was walking down the street. Honestly, just came out of nowhere. Just two ladies walked up on me. It was like, yo, we got a project that we working on. They didn't even tell me what it was at first. It was just like, yo, we got something we working on. You might be interested. So I wasn't getting paid to show up to these interviews or nothing for them. Like I just trusted it. I don't know. I just kept pulling up. I was like, about like the third or fourth time, they were like, yeah, this is going to be like a big movie.
What's the name of it? When it's released, man? When can we see it?
It's called Earth Mama, so it's coming out July 28th. It's going to be in theaters everywhere.
What's it about?
It's about, it's like based in Oakland, 2005, around that era.
Hyphy movement.
Yeah, around that era. And it's like two women in there that are, they're struggling. They're like pregnant. So they, like one of them, Tia No More, she's like trying to decide if she's going to give her other kid to foster care or give it up for adoption. It's got, Erica Alexander in there, Doechie's in there. Dominic Fike, you know what I'm saying? Bokeem Woodbine, Tia No More, you know what I mean? We was at Sundance this year. It's gonna be pretty big. Like it's pretty dope, shout outs to Savannah Lee. She directed it. You get what I'm saying? A24, it's gonna be pretty. It's really a heartwarming story. You know what I mean? Try not to, cry when you watch it. It's one of them. Like, it's really one of them.
It's a tearjerker.
It's a tearjerker.
It make a thug cry, make a gangster cry.
I can't wait to see it, man. I ain't get to go to none of the premieres, man, but I want to see
tight,
it.
Bro. I look forward to it, yeah, for surely. Bear,
let's
get back to it, man. You got this project you just dropped, man. It's called News You Can Use. I see 8 songs on this thing, man. Tell me about it. Who producing on it, man? The features you got on there. I see you got my cousin on there. Yeah. Real Repty, Pedro Classic on there, man. Let's talk about it.
Classic. Shout out the whole FOD, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. All the cats that's having motion out here. But, yeah, man, News You Can Use, man. It ain't no secret that, you feel me, out here in Oakland and the Bay, it's heavy on that pimp culture and stuff like that. And, I dabbled in it, you know what I'm saying? I was tennis shoe pimping at a point of time, you know what I'm saying? Nothing major, but I was doing me, I was running to 7-Eleven getting the vanilla cars to post ads.
I started posting hips and now it's big chips.
Now it's big chips. Yeah, but nah, man, News You Can Use, man. It's that, the draw men, but it's game on there. I always want to make sure I give a piece of knowledge with every project that I come out with, and specifically on a song called Dismiss. I just talk about, you know what I'm saying, how a lot of the stuff that we doing when we come up as youth, man, it's not cool. And at the end of the day, I respect it because I've been there, and when you don't got no avenues, when you don't got no older folks to tell you in the way that you need to hear, not just talking at you, but talking to you, you know what I'm saying? We get into a lot of, mischievous things, felonious activities, but yeah, man, that's
like robbing the ice cream truck. The ice cream man.
Man.
I know you seen that video.
I seen it, man. And I shook my head at it, but then I had thought back to when I was a young 15-year-old bear running around in the Dubs, being on 22nd and Foothill and being broke as a joke, and was really strongly considering robbing the Mango Man, but I didn't do it.
With the tahini and stuff, come on, how you rob the Mango Man?
Man, I was really strongly considering it because when you in poverty, man, and you like, bro, what I've been on Section 8 my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's a real thing, man. But young brothers, man, go out and do like the Water Boys do in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
They aggressive hustle, but at least they hustling, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
you hustling, man. We used to do these things where we type up a little letter and act like we was playing for the local basketball team or football team.
You did that too? Oh, my God. I didn't do it, but my cousins did. My cousin and they go as far as the after church and be coming with their fake uniforms. Man, we got football season finna start, and we could, just trying to raise them. Man, they wasn't raising no money for none of that.
Not at all. Standing in front of Albertsons and Safeways and Walmart, but you wasn't taking nothing from nobody. Right. You was politely asking, so it's kind of like extortion.
You your person gave it to me, or in your pocket and gave it to me. I didn't rob you. I finessed you, but you know what I mean? You gave it to me.
Exactly. That's crazy. It's for a good cause,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it worked out for you. Look at you now. You know what I'm saying? Got records. Tell me about how you did 13 albums, man. How do you, because every album that you put out, right, in your mind as an artist, you like, oh yeah, this the one radio gonna mess with this, the people gonna mess with this. But maybe they did, maybe they didn't. They like this from the town, though. Like, tell me about getting 13 albums in to getting to where you are now, getting noticed, finally getting some type of recognition, you know what I mean, from your peers around the Bay. Talk about it.
Life will humble you fast. You know what I'm saying? I look at a guy like Russ. He had came out with 11 albums before, you know what I'm saying? People even start looking at him to the point to where he got. And just understanding that at the end of the day, you got to keep going. When it's time for the sun to come up, the sun don't stop coming up. The sun gonna come up every single day, so you got to do the same thing. You got to keep going. You got to keep pushing. And just being indie this whole time, not having managers, not having a label, you know what I'm saying? And it's just being like trial and error. Well, okay, if I do this project and I'm pushing it and it don't hit, well, I got to go back to the drawing board, you know what I'm saying? And really just being dedicated and stand down, you know what I'm saying? You got these people who, they channeled their energy to do something negative, whether it be selling drugs, robbing banks or whatever. And then you hear when a documentary come out like, man, they could have been anything in the world if they just put that same energy
right,
towards this.
Doing this, right.
I just didn't want to get to a point to where I was too late. You know what I'm saying, man? You go through the juvenile halls and the Santa Ritas and all this type of stuff, and you be like, man, there's a bunch of boys in here that stink.
Yeah. Yeah, no, seriously, bro, yeah.
And you don't want to do that, so you like, man, let me get this together now, man. And then on top of that, man, you don't want to get to the point to where I don't have kids yet, but I aspire to have a whole bunch of them. Yeah. And I don't want them to be like, man, Pops was
a whole bunch.
Yeah,
a whole bunch of football
you know,
team,
at least five. At least a cool five. Right. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to get to a point to where you're supposed to be your kid's superhero. You don't want them to be like, man, Pops didn't do nothing.
Right. Literally.
Right. Well, they go to career dad day school. What does your daddy do? Nothing. Yeah. Talk about staying encouraged and staying motivated. Like you say, you didn't want to go to juvenile halls and the Santa Ritas or whatever stuff like that.
No more.
Exactly. No more. What keeps you motivated to not go there? And what did you go for when you went?
Okay. So for one, what kept me encouraged is having a few solid people around me and them not allowing me to give up. My good brother Trife, he down right now. Liberate Trife, man. You know what I'm saying? They got him in the gym, but he gonna get up out of it. He wouldn't let me. I remember we went to Reno. And we was up in the Grand Sierra, and we sitting there, you know, we chopping it up like players. We having a drink. And he like, check this out, bro. You're not about to stop doing music, and you're not about to be no truck driver. And I just looked. I'm like, bro, was you read my mind? Because I for sure was thinking about going to get my CDL. Right. You feel me? He like, bro, you're not about to be no truck driver. And I'm like, man, bro, this nigga care. And shout out Clyde Carson, man. Clyde Carson, that's a good brother, man. I met him through Trife, bro, and he would pay for studio sessions, let us keep the masters, put it on our projects and all that type of stuff. Him believing in me alone, man, was enough for me to just be like, you know what, bro, I can't stop this, bro. This somebody I look up to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And to answer your question about what I went down for,
if you could talk about it, you know.
Burglaries, robberies, little stupid stuff like that as a kid, like I said, little felonious activities.
What would you say to a kid that's following in footsteps right now, that's jacking and robbing ice cream trucks and that's, you know, doing everything but pursuing the talent God gave him?
Man, them white folks ain't gonna play with you, bro. They're not gonna play with you.
At all.
When you get in that courtroom, bro, and you see, like, it's a eerie feeling in the courtroom, bro. Like, when you see them wooden walls and then you see that flag and you see that bear up on
the California bear.
Yeah, and you like this. You like, man, bro, they really not playing
Sitting
with me,
in that
bro.
Pissy ass waiting room.
And especially when you get to a situation where you have somebody on the stand pointing you out like it was him, and they calling you a menace to society. Like,
I'm not a menace,
bro. I was 13 years old, bro, and they like, no, he's getting remanded because he's a menace to society, and we don't trust that he can be around regular, upstanding citizens.
Wow.
At 13 years old, bro, like, you know what, bro, I need to do something different because I'm really not bad.
Right.
You start realizing that when you get up in there with all them real bad
kids.
That's
really bad. You like, wait a second, I'm not like them. Hey, guard.
Right.
Well, David, you said guard.
Man, for real, yeah, nah, man. So to all the young brother that's out there thinking about doing it, man, it's another way, and it's gonna take longer, but it'll be way more worth it in the end. Trust me, bro. You don't want to be looking over your shoulder.
What artists do you look forward to working with in your near future? From the Bay, out of the Bay, anybody that you want to lock in with soon?
Man, I want to lock in with whoever appreciate my artistry. You know what I'm saying? But as far as if I was to name a couple people, get in with this brother again, bro, from last night, man. I really, really, really want to get in with Larry, man. He's
talking about Larry June, right?
Yes, okay. Larry June, bro. He's a big inspiration for me. You know what I'm saying, bro? To how he run his whole organization, bro. Like, it's just crazy how much I get inspired by him. You feel me? Who else, man? I wanna lock in with, of course, the whole 3 times. I want to lock in with Short, man. I want to lock in with all the guys that I grew up listening to. 40, Fab,
nice.
all of them, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Because I don't got no picks with me. You know what I'm saying? If you mess with me, I mess with you. And honestly, we need to bridge that gap with the older people and with the younger people. You know what I'm saying? It's not to say like, oh yeah, the older people, y'all need to stop putting out albums and stuff. But it's like, bro, be some managers. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to sign everybody. You could just be like, hey, man, I know these people. This is my young boy. He really talented.
Yeah.
Hear him out.
Yeah.
You know?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out there real quick. I think we need a From the Town remix, not just From the Town, but we could put Larry on there. He can do a From the City version. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
You get what's the Vallejo, Neftafaro. You get Neftafaro to do his Vallejo or E40, of course. You know what I'm saying? But we do I'm putting it out there. Cuzzin Dre said it now. When it pop up, y'all be like, man, Cuzzin Dre said they was gonna do it.
Better believe I'm gonna give you your cut.
I ain't gonna lie. I want to talk about this song one more time. I know you got to go or whatnot, but this From the Town song, you named a lot of neighborhoods, a lot of blocks, man. I get in trouble if I ain't ask this question, man, for all my folks out there in Sabrani. Shout out my brother Con B, man. Why you ain't mentioned Sabrani Park one time?
Okay, so my whole inspiration with that second verse was Keek Town shit. You know what I'm saying? And the first thing that Keek say is Sabrani.
Sabrani.
So I felt the need, for one, that I didn't have to say it because he already put that out there. For two, if you know how to formulate a song, man, everything ain't gonna fit into a 16-bar verse, man. I could have said, you know, Sabrani, and then somebody would have been mad, like, man, why he ain't say St. Elmo's, or why he ain't say the four-way, or this and that. Why he ain't say my specific address, and
why he ain't say the green store over there off 105th, bro? Come on, bro, rep us, bro.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? So you can't please everybody, you know what I'm saying? But I got these From the Town shirts right now that you can get at LulBear.com.
There you go,
for $39.99.
Look at the boy, good.
On the back, I made sure the spots that I didn't mention. I know what spots I didn't mention. I didn't mention Sabrani. I didn't mention Cypress Village, and I didn't mention Killer 20s. Got respect for all those places. I didn't, been around in all those places like that. You could get the T-shirt. And at the end of the day, man, when you was first listening to the song, you was bobbing your head, and when you got to the end, you didn't hear oh, I don't like it no more. Come on, bro. Is we going to be happy for the town? Or is we going to be selfish because, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, what is going to be? You know what I'm saying? I did this for Oakland. And another thing, Keek he just highlighted the East. I wanted to highlight the East, the West, and the North. It's people out there going to hear the song, and they're going to be like, oh, well, what's Bushrod? They're going to be like, what's Pearl Street? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And nobody was mad at Keek because when you think about it like that, he really only mentioned the East in that song.
Only the East.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't say North Oakland, West Oak Acorns or something like that. Like, you really said the whole town. You might have, like you say, you left out 3 hoods.
Yeah.
I think you did pretty good, man.
Thank you,
I like it, bro.
And what's the name? Like, Lil Blood had tapped in. Shout out Lil Blood. Shout out Goofy. He had tapped in early and was like, man, bro, you said Dogtown, bro. People be acting like they don't know about us, bro. Like, we ain't here or something. You know what I'm saying? So I said spots that, you feel me, like, people don't mention. People act like they forgot about, you know what I'm saying? So my apologies to Sabrani, Killer 20s, and Cypress Village. You know what I'm saying, man? It's love all over, man. I don't politic. That's not me.
What's next for you, man? Where you see your career going? What you want to do next, man?
Of course, I want to keep pushing, man. I need management, man. I want to get into them rooms, you know what I'm saying? I want to have people in the room speaking for me positively when I'm not there, man. I want to reach out bigger than, Oakland or whatever. This was just to grab people's attention. Now that I got their attention, you know what I'm saying? Champion me, put me on y'all back, you know what I'm saying, bro? I don't have to be the only representative, you know what I'm saying, but I can be a representative to the point to where I always hear people saying, man, they sleeping on Oakland, they sleeping on the Bay Area. Well, y'all got to champion somebody, and then that person can champion other people, so on and so forth. So I just want to keep elevating with everything it is that I do, you know what I'm saying, keep my faith in God, of course.
Yeah, straight up, man. Well, I'm rocking with you, Lil Bear, man. We gonna break down this little. You know what I hate, man? And I'll let you go. I promise.
No, you good, man.
I hate I don't know if stigmatism is the right word or whatnot, but I hate this barrier that radio and artists have, right? It's like soon as the artists get on, oh, radio don't mess with us. That's a lie. Cuzzin Dre rock with you, my brother. I'm looking in your face. I'm gonna tell you, man, stay who you are. When you blow up and get them millions of streams and everything, don't say radio don't mess with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you do, be specific. Be like, I ain't gonna lie, Cuzzin Dre mess with me. I can't speak for everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I ask, bro, because that bothers me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm from Oakland, bro. I love everything about the Bay Area in my city, bro. I can't interview and put on everybody's songs. Not gonna get my attention. I'm not gonna try to get everybody's songs spent. You know what I'm saying? But the ones that I do attach to, I'm going to try to bring them in through the door with me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I told you, clean a song, bro. I'm going to try to get it on the radio. Shout out my brother DJ Hella Erie, who spent it on home turf.
Thank you
know
so
what I'm
much
saying?
to Hella Erie, man. I really appreciate you, brother. Like, y'all made a dream come true for me. You know
Straight
what I'm
up,
saying?
man.
I came up going to school, getting dropped off to school by moms, listening and hearing my emotion and
sure.
all that. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah, bro.
That's how I feel now. Like you say, grow up listening to these people now, work with Big Von every day. You know what I'm saying? I be like, damn, that's
Shout
crazy.
out to
like,
Big Von, bro.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I work with the OG. I work with Rick Lee every Friday.
I
met
Rick Lee, bro. Cool
people.
dude. I met him back in 2017, bro, and we took pictures
Cool
and
dude.
everything. Yeah,
super
man.
cool cat. That's dope, man. Well, I look forward to seeing what you got going in your future and your career, man. Definitely supporting you up here at the station, man. Y'all go get his latest project. News you can use right now, man. LulBearRubberband in the building. Bruh from last night in this thing, man. Appreciate y'all rock with your favorite Cuzzin Dre. This is the Half Baked Podcast on KMEL, man. We out this thing.
KMEL.